does your Costway, Smittybilt, or similar fridge not work? Yet when you have it plugged into power, the LED light turns on the inside, yet nothing on the display lights up? Well, I think we found the issue. Well, we narrowed it down to this little computer board. So behind here, and so we're going to show you how to fix your fridge by replacing this. So I unscrew this. There's just 4 screws on each side to unscrew it from the fridge. And that's what showed this board. So we've got, of course, one plug here that goes to this probe here. It's a little bit bigger. There's one that is a little bit longer than the other. And so they just went in there in the correct order here, lengthwise. Just make sure you get that right when you take it off. And then this one's quite a bit different than the others that plugs on there. And then there's this little cable strip that plugs in on those teeth there. And that just basically connects this whole board to the controls. As you can see, that fishes through there. So what we need to do, well, first off, I was trying to figure out, how do we get a replacement, as that being the first part to try. And had someone on Facebook mention that these fridges are very similar to the Smittybilt ones, which, that's the only real, I guess you'd say, name brand that's like this. And so we found this board. It's Smittybilt board, and you can see here the number. They call it the Operation PCB, and it's 2789-04. So you're able to search for that, also with the Smittybilt name, and found it on, I want to say, fourwheelparts.com. I actually got it, though, through their eBay store. So that's where we found this. And just jumping ahead here, I went ahead and I just plugged this in to the wires here, and then plug this in, and I was able to get it to turn on and control, and then the board lit up there. So I know this works. I know this is the issue that we're having, that is apparently this board went bad. I also noticed that there is some funky wiring job here that looks like I don't know if that's wire sticking out there, but some pretty, I guess, poor splices, and then the wire coverings aren't the best. So, and it looks like they almost, spliced it in here, and then maybe even someone cut back this coating to replace this. I don't know why. That seems kind of shady, especially if you look here. That looks to be almost one continuous wire. So I'm thinking that I'm going to just replace this. Just make sure that this isn't a cause of, something shorting out and then shorting out the board and making that go bad. So I want to get this good so we don't ruin our new board. I want to say this is around 60, 65 bucks to me. So say a whole lot cheaper than getting a whole new fridge. So then in order to get this board fastened on here, you can see there's the tips of some screws on both sides. In order to get to the screw heads to get the board off and to put the new one on, it looks like we're gonna have to peel off this layer. And then once we get it off, we'll re-glue it. I very carefully peeled it back here. I was able to get my fingernail under the edge and start it, and then I used this utility knife to just kind of cut back some of the adhesive. It's kind of more of like a tape. And so I just had to cut it back a little bit very carefully. Just don't want to damage that button sensor under there. But I think I've got it enough where I can access the screw. And so I'll just unscrew it there. That should let this board free. I'll have to then go onto the other side here. And we're gonna have to be very careful we don't damage that strip under this edge. And so I've started to get it peeled back on this edge, and I'm gonna push this strip in here so that way I don't end up accidentally peeling it off. I got it pulled back now, and try not to damage the button there. And we can access that screw, and that should get our board out. Looking at these two boards, you can tell they're quite a bit different in size and You can see just the whole makeup and build of it. It's a little different. This is the old board that came in our Costway fridge, and you see there's a lot more stuff on the top side here. And I'm not sure if this is the damage of it, but we've got some corrosion there. The camera's not focusing very well, but there's some corrosion there. You know, I don't see any major burns, but if we flip to the back side, there's not a lot on there. Flip to the back side of the new board, the Smittybilt one, there's quite a bit more. So probably, you know, has a lot of the same components. It's just the orientation's a little different. One thing is I did notice that the screw holes do line up here, so that shouldn't be a problem. Looks like this one will fit in there just fine. Just a little smaller, but yeah, a little different board. So hopefully the Smittybilt one is a little better quality, a better build than wherever this one came from. But all the plugs, I've already checked, all the plugs line up and fit, so should be good. Let's get the new one in. It's screwed in there, and this had enough adhesive that it just kind of stuck back down. Reconnected the strip wire there. All right, now it's time to fix this issue. Well, what I found wasn't as bad as what I was expecting. They did solder it together, not a great job, but they are connecting. This one though, looks like it lost some strands. That's a little shabby. So, and technically, if this is needing all the current, and they went a little small on the wire gauge, maybe just having that much off could cause extra current draw and then cause the board to short out. Still trying to use my new soldering iron, but able to improve on the soldering a little bit. So hopefully that helps make the connection. So I'm going to wrap that, and then I'm going to try to put a sleeve over it. I just kept the same wires, but that should be better. I used electrical tape and wrapped each one of the pieces individually, and then I wrapped them together both places. Went ahead and slipped on the 3/8, and that seemed to work. And I was able to shrink down enough that it'll just help hold this together and help cause it not to have breaks in it. So that should be all set to go. Plug in. One last thought before I put this together is that I decided to put a little bit of RTV sealant, or you could use caulk, and just put a thin layer along this edge, so that way it seals up against here. If any moisture or water were to set in, that it wouldn't run down the inside there and touch the board and possibly cause it to short. So it's probably not a big deal, but just a little added precaution in there. And so now it's time to plug it all in. All right, it's plugged in. We've got a light. It's all put together. Let's turn it on. Hey, hey, it's on. Our light just turned green. It was red, now it's green, so it's running. Woo! In the description below, I'll post a link to this part so you can pick one up for yourself and fix yours. I hope this was helpful. Please leave any comments if you have any questions. Be sure to check out our other adventure videos on narrowadventures.com. See you later.